What is up, guys? Cerridius here with Crucible Reviews number 5. So, you probably already know what's going down, so let's get right into it. We're going to be doing an Xbox review, I believe. Looks like it's going to be Last Word Sniper gameplay on, as I said, console. So, let's get started. Got a Hunter, Twilight Oath. I love Twilight Oath. It's my favorite sniper because I believe it has the lowest zoom scope after Darcy. But Darcy's a power sniper, so I believe Twilight Oath has the lowest zoom, and it actually has a really high amount of aim assist. So if you have a gun, give it a shot. I think right there on that kill, you probably just could slow down just a hair, and you would have got it. You had plenty of time to finish him up. It looks like you were able to clean up the same guy or somebody else. There you go. Especially on console, you gotta make sure that you really pull down, not pull down, but flick that joystick down. Your death rate here probably could have been avoided if you would have hugged this wall a little more, because when you drop down, you're in the line of sight of this right here, whereas if you would have went behind this box and then down, you wouldn't have been in the line of sight of these guys, and you could have continued to hug this wall and go around the corner as well. You always want to be aware of your line of sights behind you if people can see you. It's, as I said before, you gotta be able to like picture an aerial view of the map and covers and everything. And it takes a while, but you'll get it, especially when you consistently play these maps. Now jumping up there, you don't want to be up in that little spot too long. Be careful jumping on this ledge right here, especially if you got an enemy right there and an enemy right here. You gotta be very careful. If this guy starts to look at you, you need to get out of there quick. Roll backwards or probably, since this is a console, you can't really do a 180 turn around. Definitely roll backwards. But it looks like you were able to get out of there in time. You backed up, which was good. You saw there's multiple enemies and backed up. Looked like you played a fairly decently high sense. There you go, nice. Go. Waiting for it. I don't know why you didn't get the invis again. Risky fight right here. You have 3 enemies. 2 of them should be looking at you, but looks like they're all pretty hurt, and you were able to clean them up and get away. Now you could have done this a little quicker. After you kill these guys. This guy might have been super aggressive and push. Hold this corner and just jump. Keep jumping and hold the high ground as you look down. Especially on hunters, you really want to hold the verticality on hunters are the best, so you can really hold doorways easy. Slow down just a hair in those longer distance last word fights. Why didn't that hit? No clue how that didn't hit, but I didn't design the game. Yep, just slow down just a hair on your ADS, and you need to slow down just a tad bit. You probably could have hip fired him right there. Hip fire is definitely more effective on a controller. So if you're close range, you know, hip fire. I think majority of the time you still want to ADS with the last word. You were able to get away right there, but I think if you would have just stayed here a little longer watching your radar, you'll see this guy on this map right here. Probably is going to pop out right there. And he did. Luckily you were able to get away. If you didn't know already, I believe that the last word has 100% in-air accuracy, so you probably could have taken a couple shots at him as you were jumping in the air. Slide around corners more. Slide around corners a lot more. If you would have slid right there around that corner, you probably could have got that shot off and killed him or got an elim. It was a clean hip fire. Good. Watch your health. Oh, the guy didn't see you. Nice. You slowed down right there. That's good.
Stronger as you fight. I love it.
I think as a night stalker, but spectral blade, you can jump in melee and it will be a lot. You can cover a little more distance. Looks like you know that though. Nice double.
I need a hunter like you with the red jack.
You're surrounded right here. Huh? Keep jumping. Not much to say there, man. Alot went down, and I can't really. So Alot went down. You played it well. You took advantage of the verticality of a hunter. Stayed alive. I think you might have been able to go for the guy that was behind you on the radar first, versus pushing to the other guys that were around the corner and probably weren't even looking at you and were out of your line of sight in the first place. If I might have, if it were me, I would have fought the guy behind me first versus going around the corner to find more people. So right here in this upcoming engagement, you got 7 rounds in your magazine. Like, don't be afraid to spam those sniper bullets at that guy, especially with this fast-firing sniper. You could have shot 6 shots at this guy, and if you would have killed him, you know, that'd be an extra kill for you. And it doesn't really matter that you took that many shots to kill him because, you know, he's dead. And you would still have a couple bullets left over. You could have punched him. So after that, 68, you should be able to recognize right away. No shields at all. That's an easy melee. And I believe you can still melee somebody and kill them if they have, like, about where my mouse is, like, this much shield. That's about, I don't know, 10% shield. So if you would have meleeed right there, you could have killed him. Or, I mean, just hit another last word shot, but the melee probably would have been a bit more effective because of the tracking. Pretty much guaranteed would have hit. And be careful with those engagements when there's multiple enemies. Gotta be able to get away quick. Especially if you're playing people that hit their shots, you can't sit there in that line of sight for too long. You want to be able to break away and separate. That's how you, like, clutch 3v1s. You gotta break away and separate. Separate the team, kind of, and get in 1v1 engagements. So throughout this match, it seems like I've noticed that you don't really use your sniper a whole lot, which is fine. You know, it's definitely good to be very proficient or efficient with your, I guess both words work, with your primary. But you definitely want to utilize your secondary as well. You know, they complement each other. You probably could have zoomed in and tried to go for a quick scope. Learn to do those. I mean, just take a zoom in and take a quick shot. Even if it's just for the heck of it, you could even no scope. But try and You probably could have zoomed in, maybe hit a quick scope, a body shot. Headshot would be better, but a body shot, and then whip out your last word. Just take those shots for the heck of it, just for fun. And you never know, they might hit, and you'll start seeing a pattern, and you can learn that pattern and get it down. Like, you miss 100% of the shots you never take, and you don't know. Like, they just take the shot for fun. Ooh, watch out for those fusion rifles. This guy missed. Maybe he was getting flinched, but during this charge up, I would have rolled. You did a jump. I didn't notice you did a jump, and you probably dodged some of his bolts, which is good. Your roll probably would be a bit more effective. Fusion rifles are usually easy to fight if you know that they have one. You just stand by a corner and strafe in and out. Strafe out, shoot him, you hear it charging, strafe back in, and then so on.
And this battle is long.
Your teammate just got domed. In this situation, you probably could have used your smoke and your nade around the corner, or maybe have used your roll. So you gotta do some quick thinking right here. This probably would have been better off just as to run away from this fight. You probably could have used those smoke and the nades to block him off once you were around the corner, so they don't push, and then you could have ran or rolled away. Yeah, you should, Mr. K12, Kato or Kato, use your sniper a lot more. Like, this is a snipe lane. Use your sniper and aim down this lane. You probably could have popped this guy that ran in. I mean, you didn't. You backed away for a second, then he appeared again, so you probably could have sniped him. So use your sniper a lot more. At that range, too, you probably could have hip-fired him. And then your health is a bit low. So your health was a bit low to take that fight. Now your first initial. So your health was a bit low to take this fight. Your first initial push was okay because he was concentrated on your teammate, but your teammate got dropped really fast. If you would have hit that shot right there, you would have ended it. But then you should be able to pay attention and see that he's starting to heal. He's got like 15% shield. You're down pretty low. You would have been better off backing away and either nading him or waiting for your health to heal and re-engaging or trying to hit a snipe. There you go. Hit those snipe lanes. And that was nice right here. There's a lot of enemies right here. 3. And you got out of there. Now you might have been after you sniped this guy. If you would have jumped up, that guy might have shot at you, but you could have rolled backwards if he was shooting at you. So as you after you snipe that guy and you jump up, you could have brought your sniper out and laned this area. And like there's 3 guys right there, so you know more potential for a headshot. Again, you gotta slide more. It's, like I said in one of my previous controller videos, if you don't have one already, I recommend getting a Scuff or an Elite. It'll step your game up. And I saw someone comment and say they wouldn't recommend people getting a Scuff or an Elite when you can just play Claw. Yeah, okay, but take me for an example. I played controller for 15 years or so, and I only play with my index and my thumb, 2 fingers in each hand. After that many years of playing, I don't think I could learn to shoot with my middle finger and use my index on my A, B, X, Y buttons. An Elite controller, if you can afford it, is a much easier transition to step up your game. If you want to learn Claw or change your default settings from like default to puppeteer or like bumper jumper, that's you can do that too. Just for me, like I said, I have so many years on a I had so many years on a controller and default with 2 fingers. It was much easier for me to learn the use of new paddles versus relearning my muscle memory of where buttons are or learning how to hold the controller again. Relearning how to hold the controller again versus just learning the paddles. Even when I use mouse, I only use my thumb, index, and middle finger. Some people use thumb, index, middle, and ring finger. Like they scroll with their middle finger, and I can't do that. Like I was saying, you gotta slide more, slide around corners. So you slide, and then as you're sliding, you turn and look in that direction, and then you could have been shooting at that sniper. A good sniper, luckily he missed the headshot, but if you slide around corners, you know, you're gonna reduce the chances of getting sniped. And I recommend sliding in almost every engagement, like around every corner, into basically every engagement, into every doorway. Just slide. Slide, 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 slide.
Victory well executed. Double down.
Right here with this grenade launcher, if you don't have one that has proximity, you want proximity in your grenade launcher. It's the best perk for grenade launcher. If you don't have one, you can purchase the year 1 play of the game. Year 1 play of the game grenade launcher, and it has proximity grenades. It's the one I use. It's perfectly fine. For me, honestly, too, I do way better hip firing. I hate I hate hip firing. Like, I rarely hip fire, but hip fire grenade launcher just feels way better than aiming it. So try hip firing it. Honestly though, this game I don't have a whole lot to say about this player. You did pretty well. The 3 things, or a couple things I would say: slide more around corners. Use your sniper more. Use your sniper more. Aim down those snipe lanes with your sniper and get those shots off. Hip fire more in your close range. When they're farther away, take your time. Take your time a little bit longer in between your shots with your ADS and the last word. And go for those shots. Like if you got your sniper out and they're close to mid range, like you can pop out. You can just throw a shot out there. Throw a no scope or throw a quick scope. And if it hits them, it's even better. If not, like, it doesn't really slow you down to just take the shot and then pull out your primary. And then just keep doing it and practicing, and you'll get better, and you'll start hitting them more consistently, and you can pull up those body and then primary real fast. That was a huge thing I used to always do in Destiny 1. Just go for that quick scope. Hits him in the head, even better. If it hits in the body, pull out your primary and then just one-shot him. And also, like, you're using a rapid-fire sniper, and if you got a lot of ammo, and don't be afraid to just take 4 shots at one person, and it's okay. Like, if you kill them and they drop a brick, you're gonna pick up 3 shots. It doesn't seem like we're hurting for ammo in this game. If you're hurting for ammo, then yeah, slow down. But in a game where you're not really hurting for ammo, don't be spam those shots. It's okay. So that's about all I have to say about this player. Looks like they had a pretty good game. And thank you for submitting the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Crucible Reviews 6. Adios.